Kim Kardashian has defended sister Kendall Jenner after the Pepsi commercial controversy and revealed how she was told to look after a boozy Kourtney when she was just 14. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star, 36, gave a wide-ranging interview on US TV's Watch What Happens Live on Sunday night, which included touching on Kendall's advert outrage and life as a teenager before fame. Kim admitted she hadn't seen Kendall's soft drinks commercial until the furore had begun, but insisted Kendall, 19, would never have wanted to offend anyone. The model's advert with Pepsi was slammed by critics who accused it of undermining the Black Lives Matter movement by featuring a scene where Kendall stops a protest simply by handing a can of fizz to a police officer. Pepsi later pulled the advert and apologized for any offense caused. Kendall, totally understood, at the end of the day, and felt really awful for it and just wants to move on from it, said Kim. I think any time someone does anything they don't have bad intentions of doing it a certain way. Kendall is so sensitive she would never mean for anyone to perceive anything in a negative way. Kendall wasn't the only Kardashian sibling that Kim spoke about during her interview. She also touched on her teenage life and how her late dad, Robert Kardashian, entrusted her to look after older sister Kourtney, who was a bit of a party animal. The anecdote came up while Kim was discussing why she's never been one for party hopping or falling out of clubs drunk, saying it was her father's influence and early guidance. My dad always put such a responsibility in me, she said. In college, Kourtney was such a big drinker and my dad was really well aware, so when I was 14, every weekend I had to drive him around. He'd teach me how to drive his car and say, I know you're only 14, we don't have cell phones. He made me go with my sister every weekend to watch her and would say, call me from the house phone, I don't care what time it is, when you're leaving, drive everyone home and call me when you get to your last destination. I felt this responsibility of driving everyone. I was the designated driver. They would only have me hang out to drive everyone home. I just felt this sense of responsibility and I owned it. Meanwhile, Kim also touched on the wild rumors that her family is subjected to every day on social media, admitting some can still hit a nerve even though she's used to them. It's so hard on your soul, said Kim, who is mum to daughter North, 3, and son Saint, 1. I don't think people get it. I'm so afraid for my kids to grow up in the world of social media. I didn't have to grow up like that and I loved it. I think social media could be great if you have a positive surrounding. I guess life isn't that way, so you have to experience the good and the bad. I love sharing my life. Obviously I live on a reality show, but sometimes you're like, is it worth it?